everyone, so we're back again with another video for you all. First, I just want to start off by saying a massive thank you to everybody for all your comments, shares and subscribes to the page as well. The first video had a real good hit on it and I really appreciate it. This time we're having a day off the tools. As you can see, I'm smartly dressed because I've got site visits to do. I've got to go to Wolverhampton first, have a look at some work on the church. So I want some alterations doing, some doorways moving, a steel installed and a bit of block work upstairs in the building to block up a doorway and form some new openings, etc. So I'm going to go over there first, and then after that we're going to take a trip over to Kidderminster. Somebody's been in contact from an Instagram page and they're doing a self-build. So he's been watching what we're doing on there and he's really impressed by what I post, etc. So if you don't follow our Instagram, make sure you head over and have a look on that page as well. I regularly share reels every day and there's daily story updates as well on my Facebook page if you're not already onto that platform too. So yeah, so we've got a few visits to go and do today. We're going to go see the lads out on the Bromsgrove project as well, spend a few hours with them, and then we're going to head back to the office then, where I'm going to show you guys exactly how to take everything off a drawing for the brickwork package, which is entailed towards pricing the project. So I'm going to show you how to work out the square metre of the building, how to work out how many lintels are in the building, tile wires, insulation, DPC, everything that you need in a build basically to put a cost towards it. So hopefully some of you will be able to take a lot from that video for your own careers going forward in bricklaying. So yeah, I always start my day off with my famous cup, which a lot of people recognise from over on Instagram. It's my brick cup. I've had it for quite a fair few years now and I always start my day off putting a coffee in it. So we're going to make coffee and then get ourselves on the road down to Wolverhampton first. So stay tuned, there's a little bit of driving to do today. We'll have a little chit chat in the truck on the way and things like that. And hopefully I'll be able to find a cafe while I'm on my travels as well. So keep your eyes peeled, people. There's going to be a nice full English breakfast on the way. Fingers crossed. So yeah, let's get on with making our coffee. I'm feeling quite lucky today, and after that breakfast I'm just going to get myself some orange juice, bit of Barocca, just to quench my thirst. But while I was in there I thought, let me buy a scratch card and see, let's just see, we'll see, you never know. There we go, 2 numbers to add up to 10, there's £5 there. £5 scratch card, so we're even now at the moment. Oh, we've got another one. Double numbers, double suitcase. £5. So we're on a £5 profit. That's all right, and so I've pretty much just made a couple of quid and got my drinks for free, so that'll do. Let's go and carry on to our journey up to Kidderminster. Come to new sites all I can see is fields, and it's quite difficult to actually find out where the property is, so I'm just going to ring up the customer. There's no signal here either. Okay, so we've got a bit of an issue. No signal on that phone. We'll try the other phone. Yeah, we've got a little bit on here. So I finally found my way down to the job, and I was just doing a quick video while I was on a walk around. The customer himself has got it up to DPC. He said he's not a bricklayer by trade, but he knows how to lay a brick, and to be honest with you, I was very, very impressed by his work. As we come around the corner here now, you can see that's where the fireplace is going to be, so that's a new chimney. Nice stack, and the brickwork there, as you can see, very neat, very tidy. Which is great, knowing that we're going to be coming off some good work. It's always a worry when somebody else puts it up to DPC, because sometimes you can come across problems, but you can see with this, absolutely perfect. All been done with a laser as well, so we know all the levels are correct. So yeah, real nice site visit that was. That chap there, he's been watching my Instagram for the past year or so. He says he's, you know, it was nice meeting me in person, he said, because he feels like he already knows me because of everything that I post on there. I post on my stories daily, so if you're not following, go over to the Instagram, have a look. But yeah, he said basically from watching me every day, you know, he already understands my character, he understands what I'm about, how I go about my business, my graft, etc. I'm really impressed basically. He knows what he's going to be getting if I get onto the build, and we sort all the figures out, and he's happy with the costings, which I'm sure we will be. You know, once we start the building, he knows exactly what he's getting out of Mahoney Brickwork, which is why he's contacted us to come and do the job for him. So yeah, so he's got up to DPC himself. We've seen them from the videos. His brickwork is absolutely impeccable, to be honest with you. For somebody that isn't a bricklayer day in, day out, he knows how to lay a brick basically, but you know, he doesn't do it day in, day out. His work there is quality, like, you know, and I told him about it as well. I said, your work here, it looks really, really good, like, you know, it's tidy, clean, everything's pointed up, exactly how we do it ourselves, like, you know. So it's always good to see stuff like that, because you know what we're going to be coming off when we get onto the build. We know everything we're coming off work-wise is absolutely bang on, because sometimes if you go onto a building which the DPC is already up, you can come across some problems, like, you know, if you've not done it yourself. So you know what work you're coming off is going to be absolutely fine, like, you know. So yeah, so I'm going to head out now to the Bromsgrove job. Let's go and see the lads. Everybody's on one site at the moment because we're waiting for scaffolding on our other job. So we're going to spend a bit of time with the lads now, get some clips of them working, and then it's back to the office then to start measuring up this new one we've just looked at. So yeah, hope you're all enjoying what you're watching so far, and there'll be some bricklaying coming up for you, and then we'll be heading back to the office.
Got it cut yet? Let me get me cutter. Let me get me cutter out. You'll have some busybodies going. No, but you haven't taped it though. You haven't taped it in the seat. Can't, that's right.
So we're just filling the void with Celotex, which is below floor level.
Jubbly. Lovely jubbly, straight up to the
Got anything you want to say, Dan?
When's this weather going to give me a break? How long's it been now? About 9 weeks.
Of January.
Yeah, I reckon I've accumulated a total of about 21 working days since the start of November. Can't even feed the kids, man. Dogs going hungry, man.
Skinheads on a raft.
That's what it is, man. Oh.
So what are you doing here then, Nick?
So I set my gauge. It's easier doing it this way than using my tape. So then I offer it up to the profiles and then I can scratch it straight onto it. No need for tape measures then when you're building.
Nice and easy. Dan did a bit of singing for X Factor. When you auditioning, Dan?
Oh, God.
There we go, great little tip for you all. That nice and easy.
I'm done now, mate.
So this is one of the plots here which is ready for scaffolding. Symmetrical plot going next door, which the lads are all setting out now. Lovely pointing, all top and tailed. Beautiful brickwork. The garage is going up over there. Six-inch internals. All the blockwork nice and pointed as well. This is my right hand man, Mr. Blade.
How's it going, guys? Is this for YouTube?
This is for YouTube, mate.
This
This
is
is YouTube.
I'm going to be up there with Adam LZ and we part down on the tray. Never have it 10 mil above.
There we go.
You've got 10 mil of water before you get to we part.
office now. This is where everything happens for me behind the scenes to be able to run more business. I do absolutely everything from this room unless I'm in the van and I'm out on site. I do all my emails back and forth into customers, my invoicing, my quoting, planning, preparation towards jobs as well. Literally everything you can think of that you need to be able to run a business happens in this room. I think it's very important if you have got a room in your house which you can spare for your office, because once I'm done in here and I leave here and I close the door behind me, I shut off away from it all. But then once I return, then everything that I need is in here. It's not all over the house. It's all in one space which I can work and get on with everything basically. So as you just seen then, I've printed off the drawings, the 4 relevant drawings towards this build. I've got the front, side and rear elevation. I've got the sections drawing. I've got the ground floor plan. And I've got the first floor plan as well. Now off these drawings here, you can take everything that you need to be able to quantify what exactly goes into this build, because at the end of the day, it isn't just bricks and blocks that are laid that you get paid for. Whatever you're doing towards that property to help finish that build needs to have a charge against it, because we are there for one reason and one reason only, and that's to earn money basically. So time is money. If you're doing something that entails towards doing the job, it has to be charged against. So here I've worked out everything that is involved in this build, and I'm going to show you all now exactly what I've done to take all that from these drawings and put it towards there, so I know everything that needs to be done basically to build this property. My way isn't the right or wrong way to work. This is how I've done it over the years. This is how I've learned over the years, which I'm here now to try and share my knowledge with you guys at home. But if any of you which are watching know of any better ways as well, please get involved in the comment section below, because at the end of the day, nobody's a perfect finished product, and we all are learning every single day that we are alive. So yeah, I'm just trying to share my knowledge, so hopefully those that do not know can gain something from this for their own careers going forward in bricklaying. So yeah, let's get to it then. Right, so this is my findings from the drawings. We have got 116 linear metres of 100mm DPC. We've got 70 linear metres of cavity tray. We've got 35 weep vents. We've got 9 1200mm concrete lintels. We've got 28 linear metres of 100mm catnip lintels. We've got 1200 cavity ties. 230 square metres of full fill cavity insulation. 230 square metres of 100mm cavity blockwork. We've got 25 square metres of brickwork. 100 square metres of internal blockwork and 48 linear metres of gable cuts. So now I'm going to show you exactly how I found these measurements from this drawing. Now to work out how much DPC is involved in this building, what I've done, as you can see, the overall measurements of each gable here we're turning in. If you look around the drawing there, it's 575. The measurement across here, down here, and across here and across there. So I've counted the whole measurements together to be able to work out how much DPC is in this building. And also don't forget the internal walls which you've got as well. Upon my site visit as well, speaking to the customer, he's told me that there's a radon barrier, which is basically a cavity tray around the whole perimeter of the building, which stops any gases, etc. coming through the ground. So that's the same effect. You work it out by counting the perimeter of the build, but leaving out the openings, because obviously there's no cavity tray which is going through them. So next, working out how much bricks and blocks are involved in this build. So upon doing a site visit and speaking to the customer, you might have noticed here that this key slightly changes around this section here. That's because this is the chimney breast and this is going to be built out of brick. But to work out the amount of bricks and blocks involved in this build, so what I've done is I've added all these measurements together as well again. And then if you go onto the sections drawing, it will give you a height of the property. As you can see there, it stops and then restarts again as well. So if you look over on the notes, you can see here it's got 22mm tongue and groove chipboard on 200 times 50mm C24 timber joists. So this is going to be 200mm. So that needs to be added onto this measurement here as well to be able to give you the overall height of the building. So we work out the measurements, we add them all together, and we times it by the height of the building. So for instance, if the building is 50 linear meters around, you times that by 5 meters in height, which gives you 250 square meters. On block work, there is 10 blocks per square meter. So we do 10 times 250, that would leave you with 2,500 blocks. So it's the same process with the internal walls as well. You can see from here, there's a little note on this one here saying it's going to be stud work, not block. So we're not going to count that one in as well. If you look on the first floor plan as well, you'll be able to see which walls continue all the way through as well. See, this one here has dropped off, it's not there. This one continues through. The key on here is showing that this is stud work. So again, you'll go to the sections drawing, figure out the height, times the length by the height, which will give you your internal meterage of how much block work is involved. Next, working out how much brickwork is involved in the build is the same. You'll take the overall measurement, which is there, 2.8. If you look here, it's 575 coming out this way. Then you will go to the elevations drawing, check the scale, which is in the bottom right hand corner, and scale it against the heights where you can see which it changes. Yeah, so if that's up to 2.4 there, you'll take the overall measurement of 2.8. Then you'll go to the first floor plan, see how much it drops off by. So it's gone from 2.8 to 2.1. You'll do that again. There isn't nothing here showing for the chimney from the cut-ups, but you'll offer the scale rule against it as well to work out the meterage of this as well. So now we know how many blocks are involved in this build, we're going to take out the windows and doors to be able to take that off the final count. So as you can see here, we've got window 1, window 2, window 3, window 4, window 5, window 6 and window 7. You can see here that this is the doorways. Yeah, door and door as well. So again, what we will do is you'll take the measurement, which is here, measurement, which is here, measurement here, etc. all the way around. Then you will go on to the elevation. And again, if you look in the bottom right hand corner, it will tell you what the scale is. You'll offer the scale ruler up against these openings here and then times whichever it is. So these windows here, I know from working it out, is a metre and it's a metre wide. So that's 1 square metre there to be deducted off, 1, 1, etc. So with the cavity build here, once you've worked out the square meterage, it's very simple because you just times it by 2 for your interior skin. Also, when you're deducting from your windows, don't forget to times by 2 as well for your inside skin also. But now we're going to work out the cut-ups. So the gable ends in the building here, you'll take your measurement, which is 7.4. You'll check your scale on there to be able to get your measurement, and you'll check your measurement up in height there. But it works slightly different with this cut-ups here. I'm going to show you here now on the whiteboard. So if we've got 3 meters, so if we've got 7.4 for our gable, and we've got 3 meters in height, and if you measured that like that there, you're not going to get the right count because these here are not involved in the build. That makes sense. So if you times that by 2 for your inside skin, you'd be overcharging your customer because you'd be measuring more, which is here. So what you need to do is 7.4 times 3 meters in height equals 22.2 square meters. You need to divide that by 2, which gives you 11.1 square meters per skin. So you got your exterior skin and then you got your interior skin. Yeah, which you got 1 cut up there, and then you got another cut up there, and then your cavity through the middle. I hope that's explained well enough to you. So I'm sure you can all appreciate it is quite difficult to be able to talk on the camera and going through all this, but I've done this video to try and help those out coming through into the game and those in the game that don't know how to work things out as well. Like, you know, I appreciate it isn't a polished video by any means, but I'm just hoping that some of you will be able to take something from this for your own careers going forward, like, you know, because I know how difficult it is when you're trying to work things out and you come stuck. So hopefully you'll be able to come back through this video, take a little bit from it, you know, for yourself going forward, like, you know. So yeah, I appreciate those that have watched all the way through. And also, if any of you that have watched this and you notice things that I've done wrong, please don't forget, again, comment in the comment section below, because I'm all for improving my own game as well. Like, you know, we're all out here to learn and improve ourselves every single day. So I've got some real good videos coming up in future as well. I've got a school starting this week. I've got a small extension starting this week as well, which I reckon I'm about to box one video out with that one. Just talking how to set out the buildings, etc. How to get it square, how to work out how many bricks are in it, your heights, your blocks, everything, like, you know. So that'll be an on-site video of me laying, getting in and getting out, because that's going to be one which we will be finished in one working day. So yeah, I appreciate you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to follow, share and comment as well what your views are on the video which I've put on here. And I hope to see you all soon, people. I'll catch you later.